Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Scott Show. We're talking Smackdown Live Recap Show. Want to get this out to you guys before the end of the day, or night, whatever you want to call it. And I do want to give a special shout out to all the great people in Houston as they hosted 4 days of wrestling. Oh my goodness gracious. So they were in the last day of the Toyota Center in Houston. Team SmackDown's main man, Shane McMahon, comes out and says, they were close but no cigar. Out comes Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They mock Shane. Then Shane says, well, the entire SmackDown locker room hates your guts. And out comes Daniel Bryan. And then Daniel Bryan says, you have every right to fire these two, but there's other stuff you can do. And so they make a match with the New Day and Sami and Owens in a lumberjack match, and Sami and Owens not too incredibly excited about that. They do have the match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya. AJ Styles will be there, and Shelton and Chad will be there as well. In fact, they're in the next match, Jey Uso versus Shelton Benjamin. Shelton gets a pin in this match. Not surprising that Shelton Benjamin is a phenomenal athlete. Just amazing. And so there you go. Owens and Zayn were back. They were talking to Baron Corbin. They were talking to Bobby Roode about the whole lumberjack match and just what was going on there. So, they're trying to make friends. They get a quick teaser from the Bludgeon Brothers. They'll be in action tonight. Then my favorite part of the entire show, no matter what happens for the rest of the time, I will love the show. They get back to bring Naomi is getting her makeup done. Ruby Riott from NXT shows up. And then she says that she wants to introduce two of her friends, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. They beat up Naomi and they destroy her. Hopefully, they get rid of her off the show for a while, like for a long while. Becky Lynch tries to make the save. They take her out too. Not too sad about Becky. Not too worried either way. I'm sure Becky will be fine. Naomi, though, not so much. I really hope that they got rid of her. And Shane was back talking to Daniel Bryan. Said that, everything was going really well. And that Shane was going to go back to the hotel and kick his feet up. Before he does something drastic. So he's kind of taking the night off. The Hype Bros come out as they face off against the Bludgeon Brothers. The match did not last long, as the Bludgeon Brothers, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, get the pin and the win over the Hype Bros. They are the new big team. Hopefully they will be getting some more wins and then getting a shot at the title and the Usos. As I would love to see the Bludgeon Brothers be the SmackDown champions. Natalya calls the appearance last week from Hall of Famer Ric Flair disgusting. I don't know where she's getting off saying that. Kind of disappointing that they went that way. She could have done much more than that. Styles comes out. They get that video with Paul Heyman praising Styles. Saying, and Styles says, hey, the Beast, you want a rematch? Rocky won in the second match. Come on, let's go. But Jinder is the next challenger for the title and says, let's face off at the Clash of Champions. He goes, they're going to clash, but not in a place like Texas. And I thought that was a great thing. The Singh brothers jump AJ, and they got the match at the Clash of the Champions, December 17th, which will be the weekend before Christmas weekend. And, of course, that's on a Sunday. I have Christmas Clash on December 23rd, which is a Saturday for TCW. So 2 clashes, 2 weeks. It's going to be weird. All right, and then they get Natalya versus Charlotte Flair. They get all the intro, all the hype, and everything like that. And they have a decent match until Natalya gets whooped by Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. I don't know what they're going to name this team. I already love them because they beat up Naomi, so they can do no wrong. And they beat up Charlotte. So I'm interested. You have 3 women from each side coming in. I'm interested in what they're going to do with them and how they're going to keep that fire going on both sides, because it looked eerily familiar to either of the sides. Daniel Bryan didn't know what happened. Owens and Zayn, they say, they're going to get ripped apart tonight. The whole roster's jealous. And then they have the handicap ladder match. Or the handicap lumberjack match with New Day versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Now, first of all, I want to give a thumbs down, a big F letter to SmackDown for not having Shinsuke Nakamura on the show, not having Bobby Roode on the show, or Ty Dillinger, or Rusev. Come on. Your lumberjacks were probably the best part of the show. I mean, Rusev, Aiden English, come on, they have all this talent and they can't use it. And then they bark about Raw having more talent. It just boggles my mind. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did win the match after Roode and Corbin start fighting, so you might see something between them. At the end, Owens was in the back with Daniel Bryan, and Owens gets a one-on-one match with Randy Orton next week, and he says thank you and walks off. So that's the end of SmackDown. I don't know where they're going, but they got to go somewhere to get ready for a month from now, Clash of the Champions. I want to thank you guys for listening to the SmackDown Recap show, and we'll be back tomorrow night, TCW Lightning Heat. We got this quarterfinals of the World Title Tournament, and I will give you on Friday the pre-show of the TCW Party Time, which will happen on Sunday night. So check that out, and we are going to have a blast. All right, you guys have fun, and we'll catch you real soon here on the Scott Show Podcast.